So I saw this story out of the great city of Philadelphia where the title says that a 12-year-old got assaulted and the staff member or the teacher got fired. So normally looking at that title, I wouldn't have looked at it, but it came across my one of my news feeds. And when I saw exactly what happened, it made me say, hey, I think I want to really look into this story. So let's look into this together and see what conclusion we come up with or how we feel about this. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hit it.
New at 11, a 12-year-old is recovering from a broken lip and other injuries he says he got from a school employee.
Hold up. I'm sorry. How did you get a broken lip? I'm confused. Now, I'm just a lowly dialysis nurse. I don't know too much about lips and the terminology you would use when they are damaged. But I don't think the word broken comes into mind in any other reading that I recall. Now I don't recall a lot. I got through school, forgot 90% of what I learned. But hey, that's what they tell you. You're gonna go through school, pass, and then everything. Once you pass and get your license, you're gonna forget all that mess anyway. Because you're just gonna learn everything on the job. The basics is basically all you want to know. But anyway, never heard of a broken lip, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. We're going to start over, and I'm going to do my darndest not to interrupt. Here we go.
New at 11, a 12-year-old is recovering from a broken lip and other injuries he says he got from a school employee at KIPP Philadelphia Preparatory Academy in North Philadelphia. That staff member has been terminated, but the boy's parents say that's not enough. Action News reporter Amanda Pitts is live on the Parkway. And Amanda, you spoke to the student's mother tonight.
Yeah, Rick, that boy's mom tells me that while she acknowledges that her son was in the wrong here, he did swing at that staff member first. She still says he didn't deserve to be assaulted by an adult at school, a place where he should feel safe.
I'm sorry, y'all. I lied. So the mom acknowledged that the boy swung on a teacher first. 12-year-old thought he was grown. At 12 years old, I would tell you a lot of times that's around the age boys try to start feeling themselves. Sixth grade, seventh grade. I know. I remember. Did the same thing with my dad back then. Got chopped down to size real quick, and life went on as normal. So he probably smelling himself. His nuts done dropped a little more in 12th grade. Thought he was no bigger than his mama or around about his mom. I gotta anyway. So he thinking he gonna do something, and he swings on a teacher who has. It's kind of like you remember Roy Jones Jr. Not Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather Jr. And what was that? What's that redhead boxer name? He just lost not too long ago. Anyway, God, I can think of his name. God dog it. It's anyway, years ago he fought that boy. Roy Jones had all his experience. Young boy thought they gonna come in and knock him out, and Roy Jones just played with him. But anyway, let's continue. That's what it sounds like. This student got dealt with it. But let's continue.
He didn't fall. He didn't hurt himself. He got punched
Hmm.
by a man
Really rough.
twice his size.
12-year-old Peyton Outlaw has a swollen lip, a lost tooth, and multiple stitches after he says he was assaulted by a staff member at the KIPP Philadelphia Preparatory Academy in North Philadelphia Monday.
My son wanted to use the bathroom, and apparently he wouldn't allow him to use the bathroom on his lunch break. So my son tried to go around, put my son in the headlock. My son got away, and then my son swung on him. So then the dean swung back. They say my son flew across the room. And
Hold on.
Allow him to use the bathroom on his lunch break. So my son tried to go around, put my son in the headlock. My son got away, and then my son swung on him. So then the dean swung back. They say my son flew across the room, and his tooth fell out his mouth.
Outlaw's mom, Montrina Bennett, says she never got a phone call from the school after the incident. Neither did his dad or other emergency contacts. She says they found out from the parent of another student. She rushed to the school to find her 7th grader bloody, his injuries covered up by a mask.
And so his lip was up here, His face was swole,
Hmm.
and he had blood dripping down. The cops should have been called. My son should have went to the ambulance instead of to the nurse's office.
In an update tonight, a spokesperson for the school telling Action News, following an initial investigation, the staff member has been terminated. We continue to fully cooperate with the Philadelphia Police Department and the appropriate authorities to ensure transparency and accountability at every step. She'd like to see more accountability both from school leaders and the staff member. Peyton now needs a root canal on a second loose tooth and is scared to go back to class.
That man went home. My son went to the hospital.
Now, Bennett has since hired an attorney. She's also filed a police report, but no word yet on if that staff member will be facing any charges here. Live on the Parkway tonight, Amanda Pitts, Channel 6, Action News. Rick?
All right, Amanda, thank you.
All right, so it's a lot to unravel here in this story. Number one, the teacher. He is in a position of authority. Unfortunately, I ain't gonna say unfortunately, but when you are in certain positions, you are held to a higher or a different standard than the average everyday layperson. It just is, whether you're a doctor, nurse, police officer, teacher. And so you're not, as a teacher, you're not supposed to, hit a student. But yet the problem is a lot of students know this. And a lot of these youngsters have tested these students. These teachers. A lot of these students have tested these teachers over the years because they know that these teachers can't touch them, so they feel like they can bully an adult. Don't want to, you know, be can't be told what to do. Don't want to follow authority, if you will. But also, over the last few years, you've had teachers that have fought back. Students done bucked up to a teacher, done swung on a teacher grabbed a student, pushed him up against the wall. Then all of a sudden now they saying that they want to fire the teacher. You're talking about kids going after me, and I see some women, female girl teachers going after women teachers, and they putting them in their place. Unfortunately, y'all, like I said, we're held to a higher standard in certain positions. But somebody has to rear these children in before they get to the classroom. So, mom and wherever the dad is, I blame the parents. Now, my first question is why? Well, then, what kind of class was he in? Was he in to where he's in a classroom during lunch? To where he's trying to go to the restroom during lunch in a classroom. So I'm just going to think that this dude was in-house suspension, or he's in a remedial class or something, to where in-house suspension where we have, you can't leave the class. They might bring lunch to you, or you go to lunch after everybody else has has all the regular students have went to lunch. Now you go to D lunch or E lunch, whatever the case may be. So I'm just wondering, I don't know how Philadelphia schools are, but that's what I'm thinking about in Texas. Like, where in the heck are you? Were you in junior high and you at lunch inside of a classroom, and then you want to go to the restroom? The teacher says no. I'm sure there's a reason why teachers say no, because you got kids at that age too. They all want to go to the restroom at the same time. They go out there lollygag in the hall, don't know how to come back. Then got attitude when you tell them they can't go back to the restroom, or you go out there looking for them, or whatever the case may be. Like I say, this is that age where they try to feel themselves, trying to feel themselves. Then, two, he tried to circumvent authority. The teacher said no. He was going to get up and go anyway. So it wasn't that the mama can say, well, I know my son's in the wrong because he swung first. No, your son was in the wrong because his teacher told him he could not go to the restroom right then. And he decided he was going to get up and go anyway. Now, again, I think a seasoned teacher or other teachers, they would, if the boy would have tried to leave again, you in his classroom, so it's got to be a reason why you couldn't leave that classroom. If he left the classroom, a seasoned teacher, who knew how the rules work and knew what could happen, would call the principal, call security, and say, "Hey, I told him he couldn't go to the restroom. He went, write him up on a referral, send that son gun to the office, and have his tail suspended from school indefinitely or what have you. That would have been a way to professionally handle that little boy. But problem is, the little boy effed around and found out. He thought that he was going to swing on his teacher and thought it was just fine. Now, the teacher put him in a headlock. That was wrong too. Like two wrongs don't make it right. The boy tried to get out of class. He probably tried to grab the student. The student probably like shaking, you know what I'm saying? Shaking and trying to get away. Teacher put him in a headlock. Little boy got out and then tried to swing the teacher. So his teacher moved back or duck his little 11-year-old, 12-year-old punch and hit him one good time to where that boy needed a root canal. I'll be doggone. And so now he on here with his mama looking like he want to cry. I bet you if his daddy was there, he wouldn't have that sad face. I bet he wouldn't, but he's standing with his mama like he want to cry. He said, listen, it happened days. This story came out days. You know what I'm saying? After this happened, he's still looking like he want to cry with a little fat face because he just got no discipline at the house. None whatsoever. So my take on this story, like legit, they're both in the wrong. They're both in the wrong. Do I think morally that teacher should have got suspended or fired? Not morally. Legally, or however the stipulations or the rules are in school, I mean, yeah, he probably should have. But in my heart, nah, he shouldn't have got fired. He should got a plaque and a brand new seat chair with a gold mug so he can teach. Then the boy talking about he's scared to go to school. Why you scared to go to school? You ain't scared to go to school. You don't want to go back to that detention class or that remedial class you in. That's what you don't want to do. Talking about you scared to go back to school. Boy, these kids be lying and be playing in your face. And everybody try to believe what they say. Them kids are full of crap, man. But anyway, yeah. She's got a lawyer, file a police report, whatever. What kind of lawyer you gonna get? What kind of lawyer you gonna afford? Ain't nobody gonna take it pro bono unless they think they're gonna get some money from the city, from the school, which they might, because again, the teacher didn't follow protocol. But yeah, I'm sick of these doggone me kids trying to test these grown folks. And then when the grown folks come out ahead, you want to get mad. It's kind of like these women. I'm gonna say, women who think they can hit a dude, swing first, talk noise, swing first on the dude trying not to do nothing with him. But then when he defends himself, and I ain't saying he gotta swing, go back and hit her. He can just grab her by the arms and throw her down. And now she crying like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he assaulted me." No, he was trying to defend himself. Because if he would have punched you, probably would have laid you out and you wouldn't be able to holler, look at what he done to me. Probably would have been still out, knocked out cold in the coma over time. So let's keep it, let's keep everything 100. Yeah, but we act like that. They try you, and then when the tables turn, because one thing you gotta think about this, and I'm gonna end it on this. It's something I always say that when somebody's breaking a rule, somebody breaking a law, somebody trying to test you, they never think that you are going to take it to another level. They expect you to follow the rules. Guerrilla warfare, if you will. But then when you take it to that, and I always say, if you want to reel in somebody from doing the wrong thing, from being disobedient, you have to take it to a level that they didn't expect you to do. It's like if they kids disobedient in your house, you might yell and fuss. You might take a cell phone. But what if you do something more dramatic? Like take their bedroom door off the hinges. Take all their clothes, box them up, box them up, put them in totes, put them in the attic, and have them wear khakis and polo shirts for the rest of the school year. If they're not going to a school that uh already got uniforms, dress codes. But if they do, I mean, shoot, you take their shoes, take their cell phone, take their electronic device. They get, like I say, take the door out the hinges, take all their pretty sheets and spreads off, and get them some plain white sheets with a white blanket, and that's it. Take the TVs out, nothing in their room at all but totes. Take the dressers out, and all they got is, and make them wear like Fruit of the Loom bloomers and bloomers, tidy whities or whatever, and knee high knee high socks and kids, pro kids. and make them wear that stuff to school. I mean, you got to take it to a different level, because if not, they're gonna continue to try you. And then when you don't do something, they're gonna think you're weak. But if you do something, they're gonna think you the meanest person. Can't believe you did that, and gonna say you the worst parent ever. But hey, they will understand and respect it when they get older. Just remember that. But anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Share it with the world. Let's have an intelligent conversation. You know how we do around here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple of minutes out of your day, but it means the world to us here at this channel. And with that being said, I leave you in peace, love, and I'll see you on the other side.